Talk more about it now. Joining us is James Taylor, professor of politics at the University of San Francisco, and our political analyst, Brian Sobel.
And Brian, first question to you. Who do you think came out on top tonight?
Well, I think on balance, based on her ability to recite facts and that sort of thing, I think she took it by a little bit. But Donald Trump didn't lose tonight. He maintained his base, she maintained her base, and she probably brought some of the folks who were looking for somebody a little to her side.
James, would you agree?
Yeah, I thought that, when I watched it here, I thought Trump held his own. When I went home and watched the post-date analysis on all the major channels, the interpretation is very different, that Donald Trump lost, and he lost soundly, and even suggested that it was a shutout. And I'm just sort of Politico, for example, the headline now is Hillary Clinton gets under Donald Trump's skin and he took the bait. And so that's what I thought earlier, is that it wasn't the 90 minutes on the stage, but the 90 hours after.
What do you think was Donald Trump's biggest mistake tonight?
I thought he walked into this birther thing and couldn't get out. And the more he tried to justify it, the more Hillary Clinton interrogated it. And I just thought it was a losing argument for him to try to make.
Brian, it felt like the debate, it was actually two debates. It felt like Donald Trump came out very strong. His answers were crisp, clear, concise. And then in the second half, it felt like he kind of fell apart, and his answers were meandering, and he was going all over the map.
Right, and I think you've put your finger on it. I think the first 30 minutes were Trump, and frankly, it was in his strong suit. You know, the economic issues, trade, that sort of thing, really plays to his strengths. As the debate went on, it started shifting, and I think by the time it was over, Hillary Clinton had clearly done better in the second part of that debate.
One of the main themes was national security.
Yes.
Who do you think did a better job in terms of keeping Americans safe?
You know, on balance, I thought it was sort of a toss-up. They both made points, but you can never forget that Hillary Clinton, as she has pointed out, has traveled all over the world. Donald Trump, though, speaks from the heart of some Americans who think we aren't doing enough on the American security issue. So again, some toss-up issues, Julie.
Most people have made up their mind, have decided who they're going to vote for, and I imagine that tonight's debate probably didn't change their mind. But you have the key independents, maybe 13% of the registered voters. Do you think that tonight's debate changed any of their minds, or made it clear who they're going to vote for?
I think it might change some people's minds. And again, I think, as Brian said earlier, what this debate does for sure is just shore up the support that already exists. I think Hillary Clinton did give people who are on the precipice of not selecting her a reason to think twice. Like the way in which she made an open pitch to young people around college debt. She sounded like Bernie Sanders for about 45 seconds during this debate, which is an open sort of appeal to young people to vote for her.
If you think there was one issue out there tonight that Hillary Clinton struggled with, what would you say that was?
Her emails. I think she got lucky that Donald Trump was distracted by his taxes. But I thought if he had sort of parked on this issue and harped on it and sort of really had prepared to interrogate her around it and catch her and cross her up, it would have been genius, but he didn't do that.
Do you agree that's a missed opportunity?
I do. She was, I hate to use the term robotic, but I mean, she was very well rehearsed. Trump was Trump. And I think because he wasn't as rehearsed as her, he lost the opportunity to seize on some of these issues, like Benghazi, like the Clinton Foundation, like the email controversy, because he has too many things going on in his mind standing on that stage before what may be a record 100 million people.
It kind of felt like it was a 15-round fight.
Yes.
And Donald Trump won the first few rounds. Hillary Clinton won the last rounds. And in the end, the judges would give it to Hillary Clinton based on points. No knockdown, no knockout, but she won it on points.
The Sugar Ray trick was to do the last 30 seconds of a flurry each round, and he would get the points.
Yeah, the split decision kind of thing.
All right. Well, 2 more debates to come.
Yes.
That was first of 3.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you.